Let's have a beautiful experience. In this video, we talk about, is it narcissistic to have a big penis? It's a beautiful thing. You gotta love it. Alright, before we get started here, please do me a huge favor. Please ring the bell, subscribe to the channel, tell some friends, and of course, follow me on my social media. I go by Jesus_Detroit on my Instagram, Snapchat, I'm YOUNGDAYGO. And that's right, in this video, we talk about, is having a big penis a narcissistic thing? And, that's what we're, I don't believe that it is. And here in the BCC, the Big Cock Collective, the Big Cock Consciousness, it's all about, making yourself the best version. It's going to help you grow your penis bigger, wider, thicker, longer, stronger, and harder. And, if you want any one-on-one coaching, any diet plans, any more in-depth details, I am a spiritual guide, a mentor, and I can definitely help you increase your size. Human growth hormone, testosterone, I know how to naturally do it. I believe in the magic, I believe in you. And without further ado, we're talking about narcissism and, sociopathic type of things. And having a huge piece of meat swinging in the knees might be perceived as something that might be something like that. But I like to think and feel that when you're trying to make yourself your best version, when you're going with the proper intention, you're coming with love. And essentially, you got to love yourself in order for love to come in. Now, where a narcissistic person comes into play, it's when you got to chop other people down to build you up. And that is not what the BCC is about. That's not what having a huge piece of meat swinging at the knees is about. It's about being the huge, massive giant that we are and understand that we're all from the stars and what's in me is in you. And if you want to, if you want to be able to understand that, if you're a narcissistic person, it's more or less you put other people down to build yourself up. And you might have dealt with people like this. I mean, me, it's like I go with the wu-wave flow. I know how to just keep it going, keep it growing, and I don't have anything to stop me down, to slow me down, and I always keep myself showing. You know what I mean? So if somebody has this, intention where they got to knock you down, or if you're knocking other people down, you better check yourself. You know what I mean? Because, what we're all about here is the triple D's. And no, we're not talking about diners, dives, and drives, Guy Fieri. We're talking about don't doubt your dick. Go ahead and write that down. I love the sound. Don't doubt your dick. We're here about building people up, man. I'm here to raise you up, man, because you have a beautiful penis. And you better believe in that piece. Don't doubt him. He's there for you. Act as is. Feel that you got that huge piece of meat swinging at the knees. Be proud of where it's at today. Be proud that you even got one. Be proud that you have one. Take some pride in what you have, man. It's a beautiful thing. Because you know what? For everybody out there, for everybody, somebody's getting hard and somebody's getting wet. And what we're coming to terms with is raising your confidence and making yourself your best. So when you're talking about somebody that's trying to, chop you down, don't worry about them. Forget about it, and is a sociopathic person going to usually have a big penis? I mean, for the most part, humble people have big penises, man. It's like you don't really have to compensate for anything, drive the big truck or have the big whatever, gotta show off this, that, or the other. I mean, but that teach their own. You can still have a big, big piece of meat and have a big truck too. That doesn't correlate anything, anyways. You can still like your vehicles, man. That's just another passion and a hobby, But if you're a narcissistic person, that's just more or less just knocking people down. And I don't like, that's not what it's about here, man. It's about believing in who you are, man. And what I really go with is keeping my karma clear. If I always, like I always preach, man, if you want beauty to appear, you got to keep this clear, man, because what's inside, you're a conduit for growth, man, and you want to make sure you got a clear runway, that everything's just lighting you up, man, just having that growth come within, man. because you got the crown chakra, your third eye, your heart. We always got to go with that heart, but you got to start with gratitude, because gratitude's the attitude. Check out yesterday's video, because I always preach gratitude, man, and it's something that is overlooked in the growth. And if you really want, if you really want to grow and you really want to show, you got to give gratitude. And every time that you can just wake up and you got that breath, that you got a shot, go ahead and type that down. Say, I got a shot. I am beautiful. I am magic. You got a shot today. You're here. You're here. You got, this is it. This is a beautiful thing. There is only right now. So feel beautiful now. Feel that you are beautiful in this moment, because you are. You are divine. Everything that's in you is everywhere. So always accept and understand that you are more than enough. You are beautiful, and we're here to enhance what we are. And we're going to make that huge piece of meat swing at the knees, throb to the pecs, be able to make you your best. And that's what the BCC's main intention is, and to make you feel confident and comfortable with yourself, to feel beautiful being naked. And that, if that's a narcissistic thing, that doesn't correlate with me, you know what I mean? Because I feel that the better that you are, the more you're going to be able to share with other people. And there's always partners that love having a huge piece of meat to play with. And then, your vibe will attract your tribe. And, of course, some people are afraid of some size. But, I mean, that's always fun with, that's always a fun adventure in itself, man. You always got to, have, it's always a fun thing to do. You come with some love, come with gratitude. And understand that, when you use your love, every time that you see somebody, you're hacking the matrix. You're sending out positive vibes. You are changing the scene. You are making the place better. And it might sound, corny or whatever, but if you're out there and you're putting out a positive thought, you're doing something right. So if you see somebody just walking your way, I always got to share this. I always got to say this. Just intend on that person to have a beautiful day. I intend on you to feel beautiful today. I intend on you to feel loved today. And I want you to understand that when you do that for somebody else, you're really helping yourself. And that's what this is all about, man. Building up other people, building up yourself. And, believing in who you are, because, anything is possible, man. Your penis, it wants to grow. Your body, it wants to grow. So you put the proper intentions in this, it's going to show. So with exercise, with keeping your mind clear, with, helping out and putting gratitude and, understanding that you're a beautiful person, it's going to happen. It's going to show. You're going to put the intention into the motion, and you're going to have that, you're going to have that thing flooding the ocean, man. You're going to have plenty of seed to spread, and, you're going to have people swimming in a sea of it. And that's something that I do, man. I do semen retention. I do towel practices. Some people call it no fap or whatever. I don't understand the correlation. It doesn't sound like fap when you're doing it. And I always thought it meant fine ass pussy. But that's just me, and I feel the need to share it any which way. And, I just find that movement, I don't know if I put content out daily. But when you're talking about that, it kind of takes away from what it really is. And it's use it or lose it, all right? So, move, you got to talk about, if you want that piece to be a prime, working, just, growing, showing, just exploding piece of meat that's just always there to please, you're going to want to have to put some love into it. You know what I mean? It's like, would you not fap your bicep or whatever? It's like you got to curl it, you got to pump it to make it grow. So same analogy with your penis. You know what I mean? So when you go down there, you got to make sure you charge it up. You're charging your chi. And that's why I believe in super edging, which is one of my claim to fames, will definitely help you grow. It can definitely outperform a penis pump. And I got videos on penis pumps as well. I'm not against them. I just feel that you're more safer with super edging because you're able to control how we grow. And you don't want to explode it in a pump, man. You can go ahead and check out some videos on Pornhub where, it's like you might make that huge piece of meat, extra big, but I mean, it loses the rigidity if you abuse a penis pump. And what good is having a huge piece of meat if it's just a big piece of, a log of cookie dough, You know what I mean? I want that thing popped up, man. You know, you want to be able to set a whole, four course meal on that thing, a whole table. You want to be able to lift it up, man, and that's what it's talking about. We got to have the strength. You know what I mean? You want to keep that penis strong, keep it beautiful, and that's why super edging is definitely something that does that, because you are putting the magic into it. You're putting the strength into it. You're putting the flow into it. You're putting the grow into it. And when you're just making that thing thrive as hard as you can, all right, because you're going to become more in touch with your body. If you don't understand that your penis isn't just a boner and that's it, and some people aren't in touch. And I'm here to get you more in touch with your body, to understand that these avatars that we're in are magic, and we got the light inside to make these things do magical things and help you grow and help everybody that wants to be in your tribe and has to, be attracted to you. They're going to come your way. You're going to get what you want. You're going to get your intentions, because we're here to grow, and we're here to help out those that want to, experience that, and the more in touch with your peace that you are, the better you're going to be able to perform for your partner, the more confidence you're going to have for yourself, and the better the world's going to be, man. Because whenever you're doing this, man, when you're smiling, when you're doing that is a divine thing. Type that down. The smile is divine. It's made inside the mind. The smile is made in the mind. And when you're going with that philosophy, like I always got to say this, sometimes you got like a guy like, that you can't smile at, all right? But you can smile in here, and you can send out positive intentions. Make that, make beauty appear. Promise you, you can change the matrix, make it better. You can get out of any situation like this. Now, there are variables, but be as it may, when you do stuff like that, you are putting positive vibes out. And they're worth something, man, because you got to think that if all thoughts are things, just entertain that esoteric belief that they're just all floating around your toroidal field. And just think about how much whatever type of thing is going on. You don't have to grab onto these things. You know what I mean? So we put out love. We throw out a positive thought. And that's in the air, because a thought is a thing. Type that down. All thoughts are things, so I put out love. So you throw out something like, somebody's talking about, oh yeah, this and that, and you just cover that up, be like, I intend that person to feel beautiful, throwing the love out there, this is a beautiful moment, and you're throwing that out into the field, and people can grab onto that, and that's an existing bubble that people can float into and just really grow into, man, and that's a beautiful thing, and that's what I really intend here to share and to show, and understand that there's love that is flowing in the air, man. There is love in you. There's love everywhere. And the more that you put out, the more that's going to appear. And that's what this is all about, man. The BCC, having a huge piece of meat swinging at the knees. It's about believing. It's about being comfortable. It's about sharing love and, making the earth grow, man. Because when you grow, everything shows. And you're going to be the best you that you can be. And like I said, smiling is divine. It's a magical thing to do, and you're definitely making the place better. And what I can say, one of my favorite hacks to do, brush your teeth, man. These things ain't icy white just because I let them be. I brush them, at any given time. Obviously, I don't know how much is too much to brush, but I love getting that brush rush because I get to smile whenever I'm brushing, before I go to the gym, before I do a video, before I do anything. If I got to get that extra energy, an extra quick hit, man, that smile, you're smiling. When you're smiling at the mirror, man, you're smiling at the universe. And you're doing something beautiful when you're doing that. So I intend on you guys to do beautiful things and send out positive vibes, because every which way that we can do this, we are changing the world. We're changing it for the better. And we're intending for our penises to be the best that they can be, to be the biggest they can be, to be the biggest that we can be. And we're going to have people believe, and they're going to love having a huge, massive, mound of a person and mound of meat around, man. It's what they love. It's what people are going to be about. You're going to attract your vibe. We're not here to go, smash a city or whatever. We're here to just, vibe and collab, and that's what it's all about. I don't know what collab means, man. Collaboration, just some type of flow that I always go with, man. The universe is just always coming into me in rhymes, and that's kind of my flow. You know, I go with the Wu way, you know, just the easy way. You know what I mean? The least amount of resistance with the maximum result is really with the Wu way. It's how practice flow is. And that's why I do like some of these things, man. They like a lot of Tao practices. They say people end up being like they appear drunk or something. You know, I like that, man, and I feel like, you know, teach their own with alcohol or whatever. I always say that it's a bridge, man, and, you know, with light beers, you got the Golden Gate Bridge, or depending on your ability, you can, you know, whatever, wherever you're at, you know, and I say tequila and whiskey and whatnot and vodkas, it's the spirit realm, you know, like that's why they're called spirits, man. When you get to the end of that bridge, I always love saying this, the bridge is out! You're hanging on it like, you know, the Lost Boys, and you're just wondering, like, you know, you got Kiefer Sutherland in your face, like, come on, Michael, jump, Michael, and then you're going to fall, and then you're going to end up waking up a vampire, and that's when you're in the spirit realm, and that explains why you do crazy things when you're blacked out. Because essentially, I think that there's spirits that like to take these avatars and you for a ride, man, and you know, whatever you're doing, man, it's like leaving the keys to a Ferrari or a 67 Chevelle, and somebody's going to want to go take it out, man. Eleanor, you know, it's going to be great. It's going to be a nice ride. I was going to 66. Nick Cage is great. Anyways, you know, that's another thing, man. Anytime that you get to laugh and just, you know, be entertained from any which way that you can, you're doing something divine. And like I said, you know, alcohol, you know, some spiritual gurus out there might be like, alcohol waits right here and waits right here and blah, 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 blah. What? You know, a chart is only a chart, all right? You are the chart. You don't have to follow this guy or that guy's, you know, whatever. There is, you know, pendulums around these charts. You can follow into these charts and believe in them. But you got to understand that you are your own chart, you know what I mean? You're the one that's going to say if this is, you know, affecting you or not. You got the Joe Rogan people with their, you know, Sober October. You know, it's a beautiful thing that they're doing, you know, just to maybe wake people up to, you know, get out of that autopilot mindset of just, you know, drinking after work and showing people that it's possible. And that is a beautiful thing. But to me, living an abundant lifestyle is having a beer every day. That's just me, you know what I mean? To each their own. You might like having a Coca-Cola or a cookie or whatever, you know, like, you know, like Jason Momoa says, dog's got to have his bone, you know, and I believe in that, man. Everybody's got to have their prize, you know, the cheese at the end of the wheel or whatever it is, man, to make you feel good. And, you know, I fast daily, man, and, you know, sometimes at points in my workout, I'm just thinking about that ice cold Coors Light or Dos Equis or Guinness or whatever I'm vibing for that day. And you know, that's one of my wu-wei flows, man. It's not like I'm drinking to get loaded. I'm drinking because it's a beverage and I enjoy it, man. It's what I love to do. And, you know, like I said, I'm dancing on the bridge. I'm not jumping off the bridge, you know, as a vampire or whatever, getting taken advantage of. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. And I feel spiritually enlightened because a buzz is a vibe. Think about what a buzz is doing. It's vibration. So if your vibration is good vibration, feel it, you know what I mean? Feel the vibration. You know, I just felt that Marky Mark energy right there. But regardless, man, you got to feel your vibration. And if that's something to make you feel beautiful, then go ahead and do it, man. It's not about feeling guilty about the things that you choose. It's about doing the things that make you feel beautiful. And as long as you're not hurting yourself, as long as you're putting the best into yourself, you're sending the proper intentions, then you're doing something right. And if it's giving you that extra smile, that extra glow, that extra just nice, you know, you're doing something right. And that's what you got to remember. So forget about your chart. Forget about whatever says this, that, or the other. You got to look within. And if it is a problem to you, then I would advise for you to find another way to make yourself better. You know, and some people, like, it's hard for them. And I send out the best love for you to find your way. I understand that, you know, not everybody's got the gift of being able to just put it down or put the cookie down now. You know what I mean? Some people don't have that ability. I mean, me, like, that's why I like fasting. Like, if I eat, you know, some cookies, I don't want to just have one. I want to have a whole rack of Oreos. If I have a slice of pizza, I want to eat the whole pizza. And then, you know what? Let's order another pizza. That's how I am, man. That's why fasting works for me with beer and stuff. Like, you know, I get I get to my level, I'm cool, man. I'm good. And then it's time to go to bed. It's time to, you know, dream and grow and wake up and show and give the gratitude before my feet hit the ground, and then have my green tea and then get ready to brush my teeth and be here to talk to you and send the love and spread the love and help out the collective, because that's what we're all about here in BCC. Making your penis bigger, thicker, wider, longer, stronger, and harder. That's just a byproduct of the magic that's going on here. So if you guys need some extra help, man, make sure you guys get at me, get in my inbox, leave some comments down below, leave any type of help that you might need. Get in my, you know, leave some comments on my gram, man, you know, get in the DMs. You know, make sure you follow me, leave some comments. Tell some friends, man. Make sure you ring the bell so you get the daily notifications. Hey, yo, I hear no bell. You know, so make sure you ring the bell. Sly would really appreciate it, you know what I mean? Because we ain't hear no bell. We want you to ring the bell. We want you to grow. We intend on you to be the best. We intend on you to feel the best. We intend on being giants. We intend on spreading love, changing this place for the better. I love you guys. You guys are beautiful. We're going to have more beautiful experiences to come. I'll be seeing you around. Peace.